Now that you understand the basics of smart previews, we'll do a quick demonstration of what happens when the source folder of our images is disconnected. Pay attention to how our smart previews are treated differently than the standard previews. I'll go over to the desktop and rename the My Lightroom Photos folder. Remember, this is the folder that contains all our catalog images. Renaming a folder is the equivalent of moving it because Lightroom can no longer find the folder. I'm going to go back to Lightroom now, and I'm going to scroll up. Remember that we'd remove the smart previews for images 1, 3, 5, and 7. Now look at the top right corner. You'll see that these images have an exclamation mark. The other images all have smart previews, and the ones that do have this rectangular shape at the top right corner. Let's see what happens when we try to develop an image that has a smart preview versus one that does not. I'll go ahead and select this first image, which we know does not have a smart preview. So right away, you'll see that our quick develop panel, this is the panel we can use to make basic adjustments to an image. For example, white balance, exposure, and we'll work with it later on. The point right now is just to know that the quick develop panel is inaccessible, meaning we cannot make adjustments to this image any longer. Also, in the histogram, you'll see that there's a warning label that says that the photo is missing. We'll go over to the develop module, and in the develop module, the histogram is also empty, and we have the warning label indicating that the photo is missing. If you hover your mouse over this label, it says cannot edit an offline photo unless it has a smart preview. Okay, so let's go back to our library now, and I'm going to select an image that does have a smart preview. So right away, our histogram is accessible for this image. You can also see that the quick develop panel, all the options are enabled. Going over to the develop module, the histogram is available, and we no longer see the warning label. If you hover your mouse over Smart Preview, it says the original is offline, but this photo can still be edited. And that's the key benefit of building Smart Previews. You can work on your images even when the source of the images is no longer attached to the computer. Now we'll go back to the library, and I'm going to reconnect the source of these images. So I'm going to rename the My Lightroom Photos 2 folder back to its original. And now you can see that Lightroom has updated the previews and all the warning labels are gone.